The next item of business on our agenda this evening under regular business is AB 8253, the proposed 2020 budget, and Council will be hearing this evening's presentation and received copies of the proposed budget by email today. So community members and dedicated City Council, I am pleased to present my 2022 proposed budget for the City of Issaquah. Soon after the pandemic reached King County in 2020, we started to forecast significant dips in our revenues. We needed to reduce our services to match our expected revenue levels, and that meant taking a hard look at the community's priorities and making some very difficult decisions. Now, nearly 2 years later, as the economy recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic, we are seeing a stronger than expected financial performance when compared to what the city assumed a year ago, with much of this strength coming from one-time, or in other words, non-sustainable sources. My proposed budget leverages these one-time funds to not only help Issaquah recover from the pandemic, but also make essential investments in our community's top priorities. Meanwhile, this proposal also includes modest revenue increases and commits a conservative amount of ongoing costs to meet Issaquah's long-term needs. My 2022 proposed budget, which totals $146.6 million, includes $61.4 million for the general fund and $22.7 million in capital investments. I'd like to thank our City Council members for a very thoughtful and robust discussion earlier this year that helped identify funding priorities based on our strategic plan, as well as feedback from Issaquah's most recent community survey. As you'll see throughout this proposed budget, the funding priorities for the year include mobility, growth and development, community engagement, public safety and human services, quality of life enhancements, equity, diversity and inclusion, and data-driven decision-making. First and foremost, I'm committed to providing the needed resources to keep Issaquah safe. A key focus of my proposed budget is to restore funding for public safety needs following COVID-19 budget reductions. This added capacity means our police officers can now also help support other cities' goals, such as improving mobility moving forward. In addition, I propose adding more non-commissioned public safety positions to the department that will help with reporting, data analysis, and building connections within our community. In total, the proposed new positions include a sergeant, corporal, officer, crime prevention analyst, and behavioral health coordinator. Similar to police agencies throughout our region and nation, Issaquah's Police Department is facing recruitment and retention challenges. To support this essential department, we are hiring a limited term position to help the team find and retain quality employees. While the city continues to recover from the pandemic, I am confident that this spending plan for 2022 will meet our community's needs and ensure our financial sustainability moving forward. I look forward to working with our dedicated City Council, hardworking staff, and our passionate community members to finalize an adopted budget this fall. We will now put our schedule up on the screen, and I will let Tisha, the city clerk, do that before I proceed going through the dates. Can we have that shared on the screen? So the schedule includes an overview on September 28th, a community meeting on September 29th, and public hearings on October 4th and November 15th. Deliberations will take place throughout October and November, with an adoption scheduled for November 15th. So thank you for allowing me time to discuss the 2022 proposed budget.